What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the annual Social Club Football Cookout. 31 days, 31 videos. All August long, we're giving you daily football content from the NFL to college football and everything in between. Expect videos on Heisman frontrunners, NFL MVPs, bold predictions, hot takes, and more as we gear up for the new season. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a day of football content. And if you want your voice to be heard, comment your thoughts down below and also join our Discord where we talk about sports 24/7, 365 days. Other than that, go ahead and pull up a chair, grab a plate, and let's talk football. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Social Club where everyone has a voice. I'm your host, Jacob. Join with me, my co-host, Nathan.
What's going on, y'all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is another one of our 31 days, 31 videos. Go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and also join the Discord where we talk about sports 24/7, 365 days. But getting right into it, I'm sure everyone would love to know Heisman favorites, Heisman predictions. Who do you have winning the Heisman this year? So I'm going straight to you, Garth. Who do you have winning the Heisman this year and why? Now, before we keep going, I want to let you guys know that this portion of the video is brought to you by our partnership with Kalshi. Kalshi is the largest legal prediction market in the US with over 1 million users, and they'll even pay interest on longer term positions while you're waiting for markets to resolve. Kalshi facilitates trades between people, kind of like the stock market. Unlike a sports book, there's no limit to how many trades you can actually make. If you got an edge or you keep winning, Kalshi is not going to stop you from placing those trades. Let me give you guys a quick example of what I'm talking about so you understand how everything works. So if I go over to, let's do college football Heisman. And right now we got between CJ Carr and Arch Manning. Then if you go down, if I were to place a trade and buy a contract for CJ Carr, all right, it's trading at 13 cents on the dollar. So if I put in $100 on that, it'd be $100 to win $725. But the also cool thing is it's going to take all year to see who's going to win the Heisman. So while you're waiting for that contract to settle, you also get 3.25% interest on it while you're waiting. So I think it's a win-win personally. If you want to try it yourself, head on over to kalshi.com/social club. Use code social club where you can get up to $500 when you place your first trade of up to $25. Other than that, let's get back to the video.
All right.
Like I mentioned earlier, I have CJ Carr winning the Heisman this year.
And then also looking at,
I think he was kind of a surprise last year as well. He played really well.
So
but I think a big reason on why I have him winning the Heisman, not just because I think he's a very good quarterback, but because of that schedule. I mean, you might as well just put Notre Dame in the playoffs now, whether you think they're an elite team or not. I personally do think they actually are a really good team. But, I mean, that schedule is a joke. Their hardest two games are Miami and BYU. You got to assume they're going to win one of those two, and there's no reason they should lose another game. And I think there's a good chance they win both of those. So, I have CJ Carr winning the Heisman. And I think that the odds reflect that. Him and Arch Manning have kind of been going back and forth from
definitely hurt for him.
number one odds or second odds, but yeah, I think the Heisman for the 2026-2027 college football season is going to be CJ Carr.
Is a big loss.
Interesting. Well,
I think Trinidad Chambliss is electric. I think he's a very good quarterback, a very good pro-ready quarterback in my opinion as well. But yeah, he is where I would have third if I was ranking the top three. Julian Sane at second. Obviously, I think he's arguably the first or second most talented quarterback, and probably would be the first or second quarterback taken in the draft next year. I was pretty impressed with him last year whenever he transferred from Bama. I thought he'd be good. Obviously, he didn't get any playing time at Bama, so I didn't really know too much about him, but he impressed me a lot last year. Obviously, it's kind of hard not to be a good quarterback at Ohio State with that receiving core that they have every single year, but I don't want that to necessarily be a negative for him. The reason I have him second is because I think his biggest competitor to the Heisman might be his own receiver. I think if, let's say, Jeremiah Smith has 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns, or something like that, I think that would pull a little bit of votes away from him as well, because I think Jeremiah Smith will obviously be in the conversation as well. He's the fifth in the odds as a receiver, which is kind of crazy. So that's the reason I think I have him second. And obviously, like I mentioned earlier, I have CJ Carr winning the Heisman this year. I think he was kind of a surprise last year as well. He played really well. But I think a big reason on why I have him winning the Heisman, not just because I think he's a very good quarterback, but because of that schedule. I mean, you might as well just put Notre Dame in the playoffs now, whether you think they're an elite team or not. I personally do think they actually are a really good team. But I mean, that schedule is a joke. Their hardest two games are Miami and BYU. You got to assume they're going to win one of those two, and there's no reason they should lose another game. And I think there's a good chance they win both of those. So I have CJ Carr winning the Heisman. And I think that the odds reflect that. Him and Arch Manning have kind of been going back and forth from number one odds or second odds. But yeah, I think the Heisman for the 2026-2027 college football season is going to be CJ Carr.
Interesting. Well, I will try to save my disdain for Notre Dame football for a different video. But to give a little bit of the taste, I will say that schedule is the most atrocious thing, a pure disrespect to college football if I've ever seen one. Like, one of the teams they're facing is literally us two and the first 9 people to view this video if we made a football team. Like, this is so useless, so pointless for such a good program with a lot of talent. I don't like it. I don't like what they're doing here. But I will say I'm not against CJ Carr being the favorite odds, because out of all the Notre Dame QBs I've seen, he's definitely one of the better ones I've seen come out of Notre Dame. He looks actually really good. And if they were to have made the playoffs, they definitely would have went on a run. Along with their 2 first-round running backs that they had back there. But even though they're missing their 2 star running backs, it is Notre Dame. They're going to reload. So whoever the next running back is for that team that they have starting, I'm sure he's going to be great too. And the philosophy of Notre Dame, along with their easy schedule, is why it's hard for me to think that CJ Carr is going to end up being the winner. It's not always about play, even though that play does matter. They do value your schedule a little bit too, and it's good to be on a good winning team. Notre Dame is going to win, but they're not going to like the schedule that Notre Dame have versus some of the other people that they have to win the Heisman that they could put on there. I mean, you can even look at I think 2 years ago, where it was Ashton Jeanty and Travis Hunter. And if Ashton Jeanty was in a Power 4 team, he would have been a unanimous winner. It's literally because he was at Boise State that they ended up snubbing him for that. So I don't mind it, but I'm not going to pick CJ Carr. Let me just speak on Arch Manning. I was the main person up front when this thing started. You can quote me on this, looking back on my videos. I said it from the beginning that Arch Manning was overrated. Now, I think the last 4 games of the year, Arch looks like he can be an NFL QB now. So I will give you that. I still don't think, or have not seen, enough greatness out of him to say that he's going to win the Heisman outside of his name being Arch Manning. Maybe he changes that this year. Maybe he builds that momentum in this year. But even what I saw his last couple games, I still think there are better talents that will be able to win the actual Heisman. So I just want to explain those first 2 because those first 2 are not on my list. Now let me get to the next 3, because the next 3 are the ones that I'm deciding over. So the first one's Darian Mensah from Miami. Second one's Trinidad Shameless. from Ole Miss, and the third one is Julian Sand from Ohio State. Now, you already explained Trinidad.
We got two of the same.
Yeah. So you already explained Julian Sand and Trinidad, so I'm not going to try to like go over that again. But I will say Trinidad is absolutely electric. Caught everyone completely by surprise. Pure Division II product, which I can respect. He's an absolute baller. I'm just worried about their offensive side and their scheme. They have the talent. They have enough talent on that team, and they'll still have enough talent on that team to be very good. I just don't know how the scheme is going to be now with Lane Kiffin gone. Because whatever anyone wants to say about Lane Kiffin, he does know how to create a good offense. So we will see what happens with that. But Trinidad is still going to be Trinidad. I don't have any worries about that. I just don't know how much they're going to score every single game versus what they did last year. My only extra thing I want to add about Julian is that I was actually the main person saying that I think he's going to be good, because I was like, if Ohio State can get any QB on the planet, and they stuck with this kid in-house, so he was going to be good, and he was good. However, it's easy to be good not only with a good receiving core, but the best defense we have probably seen in the last 20 years. Like, that defense was absolutely unbelievable, and it showed. Outside of probably one of the Bama teams, most of those guys went in the first 3 rounds. That tells you everything you need to know. I mean, absolutely incredible. I don't know how Ohio State can reload on that type of talent. Maybe they can. If they're one team who can do it, it's them. But man, that team had some pure unicorns on that defense that I don't think we'll see for some time again. So you just never know. And then moving on to Darian Mensah, I'll just say it up front. That's my guy. That's who I think is actually going to win the Heisman, is Darian Mensah. And he's kind of an underrated guy because I believe he started off at Tulane and then he transferred over into Duke. And while Duke wasn't anything serious, if you watch those games at Duke, he was a step above the competition every time he played. He was a pure gamer when you watched him. Now you're putting him on an actually super talented team with a great coach who I honestly believe has a very clear shot of winning the national championship this year. Super talented team all around, and everything I've heard about this Miami team, they have 100% reloaded on talent. They say, if you like last year, wait until you see this year. And I believe it. I think this Miami team is dangerous. I think they have what you need in terms of a great team that's going to win a lot of games. I think Darian Mensah is a gamer who's going to bring them over the top and not let them lose dumb games like Louisville last year. I think this Miami team's going to go undefeated. So that's my personal pick. I got Darian Mensah. This kid's a stud, but
yeah, no, I think Miami reloaded for sure. And we're talking about Darian Mensah, and Duke was, they were fine last year. They won the ACC. Like, people don't talk about that. They literally won a Power 4 conference. Like, I know the whole division and tiebreaker thing was all weird and stupid, and they probably weren't truly the best team in the ACC last year, but I mean, he won the conference that he's going to the team that is the best team in that conference in Miami. Like, he's ready for the competition. Like, he's good. I like that pick. We both named 3 people each, so we have 6 people I know, or 6 options. We picked some of the same people, but neither of us mentioned Dante Moore, who 3/4, maybe halfway through the season last year, was probably the favorite in the Heisman. Would have been a first-round pick, would have been a top 5 pick, and he came back to college. So I think he obviously has an opportunity for that too. I just wanted to point out, we've talked about gambling in some previous videos, so we always want people to gamble responsibly. But if you're looking at the odds, Gunnar Stockton's like the 13th favorite to win Heisman, and he's a quarterback for a team that could very well go 11-1, 12-0, probably a shoe-in for the playoffs. And I mean, he doesn't do it in the sexiest way of playing quarterback, but he's a damn good quarterback. I was kind of a Gunnar Stockton hater until last year, and he impressed me. I also think Malachi Toney is like the 15th, 17th favorite. I don't think that's a crazy bet. I know Jeremiah Smith is the receiver if you were going to look at a receiver to win Heisman, but I don't hate Malachi Toney. He's actually 35-1 on the Heisman odds, but no, I think it's a really good group. It's a fun group too. I mean, we didn't mention John Mateer, we didn't mention Sam Levitt, we didn't mention Josh Hoover, Keelan Russell. Like, I think it'll be a fun Heisman race for sure. And if you really want to look at a long shot, just look at Hale's shirt there and start cranking that 50 Cent. Manny man, wish death upon me. Ahmad Hardy, baby, he's coming back. Game 1, snap 1. It was always game 1, snap 1.
Yeah, absolutely. My personal philosophy, I think the Heisman is really rigged for the QB position. So that's why I'm always hesitant to pick someone who's not a QB. With that being said, obviously Travis Hunter won not too long ago, so it's not impossible, but I actually like the Malachi Toney pick, especially since he's going to be a return man and they use him in the run game every now and then as well. So he's got that versatility that you would like to see. Thing with Jeremiah Smith, and I saw it last year as well. Jeremiah Smith he's his own breed, but also there's just so much talent on that Ohio State team. They're going to spread the ball anyway. Where Malachi Toney, I mean, Miami's talented, but last year he was playing like their best receiver. This year, he for sure is probably going to be their number one target. I mean, and the kid's only, what is he, 18 now? I mean, just absolutely insane. I'll give you an underrated pick. And then I'll point out a couple overrated picks that I don't want you to waste your money on. For starters, do not bet on anyone who plays for the University of Alabama. Don't even waste your time. This ain't the year for it. I think they had their QB or something up there in the rankings. It's just this ain't that type of team. Don't waste your time. I know, being an LSU fan, everyone would love for me to sneak in Sam Levitt in there. Sam Levitt is good. He is great. I just need to see how they play, man. I'll just say it like that. I need to see how they play. LSU is super talented. They got everything in front of them, but I said the same thing last year, and they played some horrendous football. They made Marcel Reed look like a potential Heisman pick when they faced them. Like, it was nasty. So I want LSU to do good. I have them doing
look at Marcel Reed either. Just saying.
No, don't bet on Marcel Reed. That's another overrated pick. Until Marcel Reed can throw a flat route, do not bet on this man. I promise you, there is no money in that. I will say someone who I find particularly interesting, if you want to go for a quote unquote long shot that I think is interesting, is this USC QB. USC, I feel like USC has seemed to have become irrelevant, but they're still a really good football club and they're still producing at a very high level, and their offense is still pretty prolific. Obviously there's no Caleb Williams, like there's only one Caleb Williams, right? But this Jaden kid, I mean, if you watch USC play, there were some times where they looked actually legit. And I think that's a fun pick. You know, I think USC QBs are guaranteed to give you 4,000 every year. So I'd be interested in that. I think some chips will have to fall for USC as a team. They have to be a playoff team if anyone's going to be considered as a Heisman favorite for that team, but I could see that name popping up here and there going into late October, you know, depending on how USC does this year.
What about our boy Drew Mestamaker going to Okie State, Mr. First Quarter?
I love that kid. He's a great kid. I wish nothing but the best for Drew Mestamaker. If you're watching this, Drew Mestamaker, I'm gonna watch you, man. I respect your game. I love you as a player, man. I only want nothing but the best for you. With that being said, you gamble at your own responsibility for that. But all right, man. Why don't you guys let us know down in the comments, who do you have as your Heisman favorite? I know everyone's going to make it about Arch Manning, so just go ahead, spill out all your Arch Manning propaganda. Enjoy the media slop that you're going to get for Arch Manning for the next month and a half. Whatever, have a good time. But other than that, man, subscribe, like the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We got much more for you guys. Garth, I'll go ahead and let you close this out for us.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you guys' support. Let us know who you're picking for the Heisman. And like Hale said, 31 days, 31 videos. So tune in tomorrow.